Hey, welcome back everybody. Alright, so we are back and today we're doing something a little different. We're going to be theory crafting mostly, so I think most of what we're going to end up doing honestly is playing around in Path of Building. But what I wanted to do today is start looking at the Ascendancy classes for the Legacy of Phrecia. So we're going to do that, and there are a couple that I have not seen yet, so I wanted to start by taking a look at those. Unfortunately, I'm not super thrilled with the Herald Ascendancy class. It's the Herald Ascendancy class makes me sad because it highlights just how bad Ascendants or Heralds are. But it's okay because we're going to look, and I've got two build ideas so far. One for the Servant of Arakali and the other for the Surfcaster. And so those are the two that I'm looking at right now. But before we go into those, let's check out what's new, because these are pretty fresh. So let's go into this. Alright. So this one is another Ranger. Minions deal increased damage per 5 dexterity. Increases in reductions to minion damage also affect you at 100% of their value. That's kind of huge. This is wild. I like that a lot. And Spectral Wolves on critical strike. Hold on now. When killing a rare monster, gain one of its modifiers for 20 seconds. Nearby enemies killed by anyone count as being killed by you instead. Ooh. So this is a what is it, inspired learning? Yeah, so that's inspired learning. That's wild. You and nearby allies have Tailwind. There's so much going on here. Level 30 Aspect of the Cat. Aspect of the Cat has no reservation. +1 maximum frenzy and power. Gain up to your max frenzy. I don't... Okay. There's so much going on here. So right now, this class is almost entirely free Flicker Strike. So Aspect of the Cat into gain maximum number of Frenzy and Power when you gain Cat Stealth. +1 Frenzy and Power is Feral's Fur. Basically, like you get Aspect of the Cat, you get Feral's Fur instantly. You're good. You are now sustaining Frenzy charges or Power charges. You can get Tailwind and Inspired Learning, or you can do increased damage for 5 dexterity. Probably gonna get something like 300 dexterity, so what was like 300 divided by 5 is, so it's gonna be 90% increased damage, generic. Alternatively, you get Spectral Wolf on strike, which is pretty wild as well. Let's see, Spectral Wolf. Let's see, summon level 25 on critical strike with this weapon is only Law of the Wilds. The important thing here is the added physical damage. Each of them gives you As a spectral wolf companion that attacks nearby enemies and dies after a duration, each spectral wolf grants you a buff and adds damage to your attacks. If you have the maximum number of refreshes the duration, they last 30 seconds, so you only need, I think the max is 10, right? Yeah, 10. You need 10 crits in 30 seconds, which should be pretty easy. And then... what about the level 20 version? Okay, so it doesn't, we don't know about the level 20 version. Or no, we do. Hey Bugs, how's it going? A bear-sized chicken or 10 chicken-sized bears? I'm gonna go with 10 chicken-sized bears. I'm not sure what the point, like what the goal is, but I can pet chicken-sized bears. Like little ferocious dogs. Also, chickens smell really bad. I can only imagine how bad a bear-sized chicken would smell. I think 6 to 12 is probably the level 21. Which is going to be 60 to 120 physical damage. Is not bad. Alright, wind speaker might be doing something. Even without that, let's see, is it 2 attack? Yeah, added attack. That's 2 attacks. Aspect of the avian. A 100% chance to suppress spell damage. Just re-suppress. That's wild. That's so crazy. This class is nuts. Alright, I need to look up what is aspect of the avian. I think it's 200% increased. Might be pretty wild. While active, grants avian's might and avian's flight buffs in sequence. Avian's might grants you and your minions chance to deal double damage with hits. Avian's flight grants you and your minions move speed. Nah, yeah, okay. I'm not wild about that. The only thing that I might find cool about that is the level 20 twister on Sockwall's Flock, but even that is in Avian's Might or Avian's Flight, which means you would need to do some weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know about all this. The rest of this, though, is awesome. This is such a cool ascendancy class. All right. Let's move to the Blind Prophet. So far, today's a winner. Okay, projectiles fired in random directions, 50% chance to return to you. Where is this going? So this is another one that has a required, so sightless, base critical strike chance for attacks with weapons is 12% and you are blind. Form when hit. First limit is equal to power charges. 50% chance to gain elusive on critical strike. Elusive is removed from you if it. Additional projectiles. Enemies near corpses affected by your curses are blinded. Enemies killed near corpses affected by your curses explode, dealing 5% physical. Okay, so that's what is that called? This is a weird one though. Enemies near corpses affected by your curses are blinded. Enemies killed near corpses affected by curses explode. So this is try and find the gloves. This is as and as gentle touch. But here's the weird thing, right? And I assume they're gonna fix this, but as an as gentle touch has non-aura curses you inflict are not removed from dying enemies. And it's missing that line. I assume they're going to put that line in. But I think you have to have it. Yeah, I think you have to have that. Yeah, I don't know. Be good though. I'm not sure how I would approach this. I guess what does shade form do? That's gonna be the big thing. Shade form. Increases stealth by 100%. Grants immunity to physical damage. By default has a cooldown of 40 seconds. But it's got an increased skill effect duration. And it's the level 30 version, which I don't think exists. I think these are all level 20. Even so though, the base duration is 3 seconds and the cooldown is 40, so I don't know. Seems like I don't know if that's worth 2 points. This is really cool though, because this is just life and mana stacking for Abyss Jewels. That could be pretty neat. I could see a world where you go like sightless, directionless, careless, and then maybe lightless or maybe shapeless or restless. Making you use projectiles. Even that, I don't know if 2 projectiles is worth. I mean, maybe it is, but. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. This is a pretty rough thing to start with, though. Blind is, yeah, less accuracy and evasion. You can overcome it, but base crit strike chance of 12 is pretty great, though. Okay. The last new one for today. Oh no, there are 2 new ones. 2 more new ones. Nice. Alright, so Aristocrat, 1 passive point, 1 net level of all skill gems, +3 all non-exceptional support gems, +15 quality of all skill gems, reduced attribute requirements, 5% damage per 5 of your lowest attribute. That is a lot of increased dexterity. 5 passive skill points. So this one's interesting. I feel like if you're going a stacker of any type, you want this. This is wild. Let's see. What can you pull off with this? I feel like int stacking is the easy option here. Int or dex stack. Although, wait, well, what is the base class? Coolest? Maybe not int stack then. So strength or dex stack would be, which if you're gonna go a strength stack, insane. Let's see, this is, you start here, you have to grab 5 passive skill points, which is not bad. Reduced attribute requirements isn't awful. I don't know that I'd pick it, but it's not bad. Grab strength higher than dexterity, cannot be ignited. And 30% increased strength, passive point, level skill gems. And I don't know what I would pick for my third. E. Ooh, you know what? This is gonna be an insane energy blade character. Curious what build you came with. Maybe it's similar to mine. I haven't decided on any build yet. Are you talking about for the Legacy of Phrecia event? I'm theory crafting at the moment. This would be a wild energy build, or any energy blade build, because you could go passive into intelligence, start stacking intelligence for energy shield, and go into level of all skill gems, and then 5% or 15% quality. Does is quality of more maximum ES. So from 1 to 20, it's 0 to 5, which means buff grants 50% less at level 20. We'd want it to 21. It is the less not scale. I thought the less ES scaled. Well, but instead of getting 50% less, you get 45% less with 20% quality. With another 15, you would get another, what, 3%? Close to. So instead of 45, it would be 43, 42. Good. Alright, so stat stacking, effectively. I like it. Up a tier. Nearby enemy monsters have at least 20% life reserved. 20% of max life is extra, max ES. Minions gain 20% max life as max ES. You can apply an additional curse, hexes transfer when enemy dies. Weapons you animate create an additional copy. Animated Guardian deals 25% increased damage per animated weapon. Animated minions, melee attacks deal splash damage to surrounding targets. Defenses of items attached to Animated Guardian also apply to animated weapons. That seems insane. I don't know anything about Animated Guardian or Animate Weapon, but that seems really, really powerful, and all in one node. Minions spread caustic ground on death, dealing 30% of their max life as chaos damage per second. Eight. This 25% increased strength. Minions base attack. Critical strike chance is equal to the critical strike chance of your main head weapon. The minions are aggressive. Okay. For each nearby corpse, 1% increased movement speed. Raised zombies does not require a corpse. Your raised zombies count as corpses. That seems really cool. Raised zombies count as corpses. Zombies count as corpses. What can you do with that? I feel like there's going to be a silly build with that. And curses spread with support gems. It should. This has, I think. This exists, I think. Hold on. Let's find it. You should be able to test it. Yeah, so Asphyxia's Wrath is the item that does that currently. So you should be able to test it, like just go grab an Asphyxia's Wrath and see if it carries over the supports. I suspect it does. That being said, it will not work with Ascendancy because you can't link anything. Well, no, you can. I'm being. Never mind. For some reason, I was thinking of this as a granted skill. It's not a granted skill, so that's not a problem. Yeah, so that's what you can do. Is you can go test it with. If we can test it here. Hold on, I might have a. Can I equip it? Oh. Okay. Blasphemy support. Impending doom. Oh yeah, you can also do it with Hex Bloom. So impending doom, Hex Bloom, and then we'll do like, it doesn't even matter, flammability. And what we should see is like a chain of Hex Blooms, maybe. That's assuming something dies. Yeah, okay. You know what I do? Oh no, I can apply more than one curse. Okay. Less duration support, maybe? I guess the other thing we can do is, I think there's gloves. do some pretty wild curse things. Put these back. And I need, yeah, 1 red. Less duration. Oh wait, no, I don't think I need that. So Hex Bloom, Flammability. Or no, I want, yeah, Impending Doom. I need a curse. Vulnerability. And then I need 1 more curse. Temp Chains. I think this will work. Cast Temp Chains, we automatically cast everything else. You need the quiver to test now. You can do it with Hex Bloom support. Just need the curses to run out. Oh, the Temp Chains one ran out. Oh, they're triggered. Okay, got it. I see. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna have to do Bloom, Temp Chains. Gotta relearn how all the curse stuff works. Let's try and on these gloves. We need at least 1 blue. We also need a red. That I think works. So we need Hex Bloom. Impending Doom. I know we need 2 blue. I had 2 blue. I messed it up. I really shouldn't do that this way. All right, let's do this the easy way. Blue. We can make that work. Hex Bloom, Impending Doom, Vulnerability, and then less duration. Less duration. Okay, now let's try that. Okay, so one of those definitely does not have... Duration's a real problem here. Okay, I don't think that'll kill any of them. Okay, cool. So now I just need to curse one. We only got the one. That one should have been cursed. You know what? Let me try a lower level area. I think part of this issue is I do too much damage. Curse doesn't spread either. Let's see. Vulnerability. Oh, you know what? I know why. So, this is... reason for this is an order of operations thing. And it is because of how Hex Bloom is working. So, well, okay, it's not how Hex Bloom is working, it is how Impending Doom is working. Impending Doom only does the thing when the Hex ends. So, okay, in order to do anything with this, I need a second curse. Okay, punishment. Instead of restoration, we do punishment, and we do... yeah, so, and we should only have one curse available to us. Now, let's try. Okay, so we only get the one. Yeah, so it is passing over. So that guy definitely never hit. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, we're working. Trying to get just that one guy. Yeah, some with the resistant, yep. Okay. Yeah, alright, we're good. We're working on scuff build idea for the past few hours. Yeah, I spent a lot of time last night working on crazy nonsense build ideas. Alright, so back over to what this build actually does. So, a hex, crazy hex build might be possible with this. Antiquarian, replica, Tripanon, ward stacking, spectral throw. Antiquarian. Maybe if minion kills enemies. Replica, Tripanon, ward stacking, spectral throw. Okay, so ward stacking, you're obviously going this way. What does Tryptonon do? I think this is the only one, right? There's no replica. Yeah, 100% crit. All right. Oh, there is. Minus 5,000 accuracy rating. Get back from an ad. Welcome back. Okay, so why are we doing replica Tripanon? Because this just seems like a worse version of Tripanon. Oh, you don't want the reduced attack speed. Wait. There. It can't be evaded. I see. Okay, hits can't be evaded. Get flat damage from ward. Is that a spectral throw thing? Spectral throw for far shot. Okay. How are you getting flat damage from ward though? Tight grip? Ah, okay. Okay. Sure. Can't be evaded. Far shot. You do have 100% increased global defenses. Faster restoration award. Or a PB right now has 20k wards. That's 2k flat. Okay. And then you scale that with crit. Okay, yeah, I'll buy it. Seems okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. Marlene's Fallacy for 230 plus crit multi. I think Marlene's Fallacy is going to be incredibly expensive for the event. Like, incredibly expensive. And I think defense is going to be hard to scale because of gloves. I think if he... I'm not too worried about the defenses on that. And the only reason is 100% increased global is going to be something that he has. And so he's going to have armor and evasion from his body armor. Half of that will be going to ward, but the other half of it will stay armor and evasion, and he's going to get the 100% increase for it. So I think his defenses will probably be okay. Yeah, I think the price of Marlene's is going to be insane, which it might be worth. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Marlene's Fallacy. Is there a div card? There is not a div card for Marlene's Fallacy. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. I think it's gonna be like something you can farm up on your own, because I don't think it's terribly rare. I'm checking to see if I even have one. Wait, do I not? I don't. Ooh. Yeah, that amulet might actually be a real problem. I think that's going to be a problem. It's a good idea though. I think it's worth looking at. Usually a 5C AME, even on leg start. Right, if a lot of people want it. I think a lot of people will. And the reason I think that is mostly Surfcaster. I think a lot of builds that are going to go Surfcaster, because Surfcaster Ghost to the Deep is such a crazy node. Like Ghost to the Deep is insanely good as a 1-2. Like you take this at level 30 and you don't care about the rest of the campaign. So I think a lot of people are going to start Surfcaster, and I think a lot of people are going to go into Bated Breath, which means all hits are critical strikes. And a great way to get a bunch of damage while doing that is Marlene's Fallacy, which is just going to stack onto an already popular build in the form of Power Siphon. I think Power Siphon is going to be a crazy starter with Surfcaster. How many fishing rods are going to be available? Well, let's see if we can find out. Let's see if we can find out. How long does it take to get fishing rod? Let's pick a character that doesn't absolutely need a helmet. That insane. Meek. Graves. What did I lose by doing that? Automation, blood rate, life type. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Different character. Need your helmet? Yeah, okay. Sweet. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to link the one I have. Let's see how long it takes me to get gonna be a hard one. Yo, how's it going, Bright May? Welcome, welcome. Let's go 2 red first. Okay, 3 socket, or not 3 socket. I hate this method. Possibility I still won't be able to afford my auras. Oh hey, I was able to afford my auras. Nice. Put that over here. Then we're gonna go up. And then Tiara has a tooth. Ooh. How's that going? Alright, so we need a fishing rod. I'll actually be a little shocked if fishing rods are that hard to come by. Roll of wisdom. Now, unique fishing rods are going to be... those are insane. Because Reef Bane is a T0 unique. But a fishing rod? Shockingly, a fishing rod is going to be easier than Marlene's Fallacy. I need... Filter blade. Tara tells me you're having him check some stuff for you. Offended that I was not consulted. I mean, you can be. He was the first one I saw. All right. Super grumpy, freezing to eat, and generally uncomfortable. There are tiny bones, like digging through her mouth. It's understandable. I am pulling a filter blade right now because we need fishing poles. Login successful. All right, PoE1. Won't even let me see it. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go very strict Luna. Customized. Fishing rod. Okay, fishing rods are all shown. Right? Right here, which means that I should just be able to use all right, now let's go find a fishing rod. See how rare these are. I cannot imagine it's that bad. Could be wrong though, because it is a meme item. They only drop from unique monsters? No, I think they're just a general drop, but you have to be wearing Fairgrave Strikhorn. Absolutely have to be wearing Fairgrave Strikhorn. Except for the uniques. Again, I know for a fact you can get Reef Bane without it. You also might be able to target farm. Yeah, you might be able to target farm the div cards that give fishing rods. I don't know about that one. Butter back in my harness. Let me double check that I did that right on filter blade. Filter blade, because let's see, load. Customize. Could buy the rod on trade and test the filter. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. The real question is, can I find a fishing rod? No. The cheapest online fishing rod is 3 div. Because there are no uniques. There are no normals. No one wears Fairgraves in the actual game. Oh. normal, rare, unique. Sockets, any item level, any. Sitting here choosing like a bunch of things that. All right. That is now on there. Port. All right, so now I know for sure. Do I have silos? I would actually really like to run silos for this. But I can do this in 2 silos. I don't really want to run more. We'll see. Alright, so this now should absolutely show all fishing rods. I really like this build. It's not like a very powerful build or anything, it's just, I like it. Rank. Ow. Huh. I have no idea how rare this is going to be. I guess the other thing we do is we need to check. We need to check the div cards. Let's see. GUI wiki. Fishing item is baited expectations. I think I have a couple. That's why. And I have 2 baited expectations. They can be targeted for Desert Spring and Dry Sea. Unfortunately, there are quite a few fishing items. Let's see, Song of the Sirens is 4. So it's anywhere from 12 to 1% chance on the div cards to get the fishing rod. So the div card is probably not a good option. Let's see. A fishing rod. Rare two-handed melee weapons. We go. It seems like this might be a dying, a lost cause. It will be very interesting though when the league actually starts. Amulets. Okay. People are gonna have to choose. I think maybe. That'll be pretty interesting. Characters choosing T-17s in order to find fishing rods. People will probably make rod farmers. Absolutely, people are gonna make rod farmers. Absolutely, they are. Honestly, I'm considering with how. Because if you can make something that can clear T-17s, like even reasonably, like you can absolutely pretty easily farm fishing rounds. It doesn't even matter how rare they are. Just the amount of loot that drops in T-17s is nuts. Come on. Oh, yeah. I really don't want to run all the way back there. Okay, no. Better layer. I haven't even looked at the mods on there. Hopefully there's no like fizz reflect, because I feel like that would be pretty bad. No, Ellie reflect, that's fine. Ellie reflect is no big deal. Okay, that takes care of those two, and takes care of Leo. Ooh, that hurt. Why did that hurt so much? Guessing chaos? Yeah, probably chaos. Or fire. Or cold. Man, I'm missing a bunch of resistances because my helmet. Oh well. Okay, I think this will be my last map trying to look for a random fishing rod, but it looks like they are going to be expensive. Most likely. Oh, I got an email seer. Check that out. Nice little carcass jack. Intuitive leap, I think, is the right choice, right? Let's see, awaken, PoE trade. Yeah. Intuitive leap is the right choice. Alright. Okay, so no luck in any of those. It's not going to be easy, but who knows. Okay, back to where we were, because we were looking at the puppeteer. So let's go back to looking at the puppeteer, because it wasn't quite done. Oh wait, we were done. So the zombie stuff on puppeteer looks kind of nuts. I feel like raise zombies count as corpses is something that you can probably use to do something wild with. And +4 all raise zombie level gems. Let's see. Raise zombie. There's gotta be something there. What are the transfigures? This one's the slamming one. Maximum 3 to 6. Minions hits can't be evaded. That's a falling. 1 to 20, 3 to 6. And you're starting at basically 24, 25 really. Which means 7 max zombies. By having a level 21 gem, you hit a breakpoint. And it's got 48% more max health. Yeah, more max life. And you can use it as a puppeteer, I think, is the correct choice for DD. Like, instead of using Unearth, you use zombies. Because you can then blow up your own zombies with DD. Right? Am I thinking about that right? This seems crazy. And if you also do... Wait a second. Puppeteer's gonna be nuts. You go Graveyard Shift. Your zombies count as corpses, which gives you increased move speed, but they also should be able to be used for spells, which is, I think, more important. You get a huge plus level to raise zombies. Your zombies gain strength based on your strength. They gain half of your strength. You get 25% increased strength. And then you go Putrid Conscription, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I'd go Putrid Conscription. Because what you're doing here is you're going to scale your zombies max life. Because you're just going to use the regular raised zombies. Scale the max life to crazy amounts. And then use them for like DD. Like maybe I'm out of my mind, but that seems really good. That seems really good to me. Honestly, you may not even need that. Because you could probably do minion instability. This doesn't stack, does it? Okay, no, this doesn't stack. I don't think. Oh no, it's not minion instability. I'm thinking of Infernal Legion. This does stack. Infernal Legion. Oh, does not deal. Okay. Okay, so we would want then... Yeah, you would have to do minion explode, which means you would want... Not this. Maybe this? There's a thing that allows you to like basically oh no, it's never mind, I was thinking of something else. Okay, so Infernal Legion. Guarding Blessing to an aura. Ancient Skull. They hear whispers. Last keys apply to your raised zombies and specters. Okay, by using a self-damaging flask. Okay, maybe. Okay, so maybe there's a minion instability angle here. Okay. Those are cool. Alright, I think even with all of those, like the Architect of Chaos was really cool. Puppeteer is really cool, but I think I'm still stuck on either Servant of Arakali or Surfcaster. Harbinger seems cool, but the more I look at it, the more underwhelming it seems. Because like you get cooldown recovery rate and some stuff while channeling. But that's kind of it. I don't care about the other stuff. So I don't know. I want Herald to be good, and there might be like a minion take on this with Sentinels of Purity. But honestly, this just makes me sad about Herald of Thunder. Now, I will say the defensive capability on this is huge. Damnation is insane. Because what you can do is you can go Coming Calamity into Herald of Agony for 75 free Chaos Res, into Damnation, and then you have a huge chunk of damage reduction based on your Chaos Res. So then you just have to solve for physical. The alternative is you go Future Guilt for the 15 Fizz reduction, get the Chaos Resistance on your own, which is very doable, and still go Damnation. And now you have the best of both worlds. And then you probably have to go Scourge into Apocalypse. I tried to make this work with Herald of Thunder. It's just not good enough. 5% is not enough. Like it's actually kind of crazy that 5% is not enough to make it good on its own, because you still need like so much help to get the damage to scale on Herald of Thunder. It makes me sad. This Herald of Thunder here doesn't do anything for it. The increased buff effect on any of these does not help the heralds themselves. Well, I mean, okay, the exceptions being Herald of Agony and Herald of Purity, because these two don't give you flat bonuses, they give you like percentage increases to the damage you deal. So one does increase physical, one does increase poison, or more poison and more physical, respectively. So this is a really cool one, and I think it's going to be super strong. But I think the way to go about this is going to have to be actually doing a classic Herald stacker, and I don't even know how good that's going to be. Like you would go here, go here, grab Herald of Purity into Damnation, and then you go, I don't even know which one you would go here, but you would go to maybe +3. Maybe you just ignore that entirely. Who knows? But you eventually want to get basically all of the heralds for the flat damage additions to spells and attacks, and then do something. I don't even know. Maybe yeah, I have no clue. Either way, I'm not impressed with it overall, which is sad. Now, the aristocrat we looked at, which is just a crazy stat stacker. Paladin is the link one. I'm not crazy about Gambler. It's cool, but I'm not wild about it. Blind Prophet is a little weird. Servant of Arakali I think is going to be a lot of fun. So the way I've got this one, Surfcaster seems better for hot. I agree. I've actually got a POB set up for that one. This one seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so while we're on this subject, do want to see what else they have for the Marauder, because we've got Ranger, Shadow, Duelist, and Templar are finished. Like, they've all got their 3. So I wonder what's going to be on everything else. Because Marauder needs 2, Witch needs 1. And then we're almost done. Whisperer, I remember being cool. Oh right, Whisperer is the mana stacking attack build. Okay, so let's pull up POB, because I had like some cool stuff going on with POB. This is the like really rough POB I was working with for Herald of Thunder. And this is combining Herald of Thunder with Ball Lightning. Oh god, what have they done? I can't believe they did this. That's so cool. Sure, let's try it. Alright. So Legacy Surfcaster right there. This is due. Edit. It has drop downs. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this would be we would want Stormy Seas for sure. Screaming Reels, which is Screaming Reels, the Bated Breath, and I want I think it's Brine Bound. No, what is it called? Let me see. Glacial Wave. I think Glacial Wave is really cool. And save that. And then I've got to go in my configuration and remove all the other stuff I did. Yeah. With 2 Storm Secrets, basically a Ghost Writhe, and a Heat Shiver, which I'm not sold on the Heat Shiver. Heat Shiver seems like it's going to be really good for this class, but I'm not sold on it. Yeah, Herald is doing 4 million, and that is with Herald and Ball Lightning sharing a 6-link. And I did that because I think Replica Covenant's going to be insane. Thanks for the tip, Cat. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was looking at. And then you go Herald of Ice for the Explode. And we have 216 mana. And it's awesome. Now, I do think this is also like way too much because I've done this and I think I need to anoint that. Or drop something else. There's so many things we could drop here. Honestly, it's probably best to drop most of this. Like, these clusters are really bad. Like, okay, we got 4 million here. But most of that, I think, is... yeah, 1.6 to 8 is just the jewels with double crit multi. And these should probably be elemental instead of cold. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is kind of the thoughts that I was having. Go big cold, and this is going to mean that we're Herald of Thunder for mapping. And then we ball lightning for single target. How hard does doing this hit us? I feel like there's definitely a better ring slot we can use, right? Reef Bane is insane. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Reef Bane. Just be a duelist. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the taming. The taming would be nuts. Yeah, with nothing else, we can reach 12 million. Although, it is kind of peaking outer damage. Like, being really honest, that's... and we're really weak on EHP. Because really right here we would want something like race, probably, which is going to instantly suck up the rest of our mana because Herald is taking up a huge chunk of it. Let's see, Herald of Thunder is taking up probably close to 70. I'm scared that Fishing Rod might be expensive or hard to get. My plan, at least early on, is Bitter Dream. That's a good plan. Yeah, so I think the plan early on should be, and probably will be for everyone. You're not gonna go down this Screaming Reels Bated Breath. You're gonna go Ghost to the Deep. Because Ghost to the Deep is gonna give you a big chunk of damage right away, no matter what you're playing. You go cold damage, probably Glacial Wave, and then Ghost to the Deep. And then later on you can grab the rest. Other than that, you can grab Sea Legs for a little more evasion crit strike. Yeah. Yeah, the real problem with this POB is it's all damage and no health or defense. Like I've got a little bit of reservation efficiency here. And a little bit right here. Oh, you know why? Because I've got 2 Herald of Thunders. That's why. That's why. Alright, there we go. Now we can mess with some... the Grace, probably. And we still got 137 mana, which is totally enough to do stuff with. It won't be. We're gonna need Eldritch Battery on this. I really don't want to use Eldritch Battery because the chest I'm looking at is not good for Eldritch Battery. Go EB, which Eldritch Battery is right here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this one out as I go, which is what I do for all builds, but if we go EB, we have to go health in some way. Which is fine. Not great. What is the alternative there, though? I guess the alternative would be... really don't know. Yeah, I think we would need EB. Sea legs with nebulous. I can see that. Although don't you still have to do, you have to scale the max res? I think you do, right? Plus 150 all elemental. Let's see, so that's 328 now. There's no way that works. Because I thought that was supposed to be... So I thought the wording here was that you have to raise the max in order to benefit from this. Because it doesn't say uncapped. $2 million. Oh no, it's still 2 million. 2082. 047. Doesn't seem right. Oh, never mind. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. It's giving me 1%. Okay, yeah, I had it right. I had it right. I forgot I had +1 max lightning res. Yeah. So as long as you can get the max res, then Nebulous would work. You have to find a good way to get max res. I don't think Sea Legs gives you it, right? Yeah, you just have to find, like, if you can do Purity of Ice for some of it. Okay. But yeah, this is the idea for Herald of Thunder is just going fishing rod. Now, what I think right now is going to be my first build is going to be Shadow, and then we're gonna go, I guess, straight here. Items. Servant of our Kali. And then we're gonna go Malevolent Strands first. Skin Crawlers? Yeah, Skin Crawlers into what are the names? I don't remember. Let's see. Arcali, Rude Guard, and Neurotoxin. So, Brood Guard and Neurotoxin. Save. Phase Spiders. So, the crazy thing is this is giving us the level 1 version. We don't know what the level 20 version looks like. But even with the level 1 version, we can do some pretty wild stuff. So, first off, we already have Envy. We need to raise this to 20 count and put that in full DPS. Okay, so yeah, so now we can do some wild stuff, because what I was thinking about doing is doing Tripanon. Skull, Ancient Skull. Configurations. Where... Wait, does that double count? No, okay. Where? Per maximum power charge you have. Which, oddly enough, with this, we don't even really need tripping on. But we can get it anyway. Where are the whispers? Oh well. Okay, so we want I don't want vulnerability. Oh, increase physical. I don't remember what else I was doing. What else did I have going on here? I had some other minion item that I don't remember now. I know I want Gravebind. That's not really a damage thing. I cannot remember at the moment what I was doing. Anyway. So, we do minion things now. Don't care about our minion defenses. Do skill effect duration, I think, is good for us. Speed, onslaught, yeah, we want those. We go here. Here. Number of raised specters doesn't matter. Increased damage does matter, but I don't know. Critical strike chance, critical strike multi. %50 chance to ignore physical damage reduction. Yes, please. Attack speed, cast speed. I need accuracy rating. I don't actually need those. Four seconds on kill, sure. Accuracy rating, yes. And we're 50 points and pretty significant chunk of damage already. That seems really good. We're really full DPS. Original Sin, yeah, of course. Witchfire, replica Witchfire, the Scourge. That is something I considered, is just going poison. This is extra cold. Reduced movement speed. So what we can do is now we do we probably want precision. The precision. Arrogance. Oh no, how are we cooking? Right now we're seeing how raised spiders works with no supports. Because I think there's a possibility that we can essentially become an aura bot. You and nearby allies gain Fizz is extra cold. It seems like a lot. Is per. Per wither debuff on enemy. Can we increase the rate of wither? Oh, you know what? We're an aura bot. We can wither them. Alright, we're gonna wither them. What are they gonna do about it? Okay, so now let's say we have 10 withered stacks. How do you have access to ascendancies in PvP? So they just released an update for PvP. I don't think it has all of them yet, but the new update has these jewels. And they are prismatic jewels that you can mess with to get the ascendancies. Now, before this, you could just type in most of the modifiers. About half poison. So spare, or no, we do temp chains. With temp chains. That's a pretty significant increase, and then we go. Not CI. Despair. Malevolence. Pride wouldn't help with it. But agony would, I think. No, never mind. Flesh offering. Haste for sure. Increased effect of withered. Now, the real question is, what happens if we take off the Tryptonon? I don't think enough that I really care. Right? Because all we really need is something with an okay crit chance. Which... minions have a ton of move speed. I don't care about most of those. If you've hit recently, I guess that would apply to the wither that I'm applying. Every 4 seconds I'm doing at least a little bit. Effective non-curse auras. Black Cane. What is the... whatever. We'll throw Terror Claw in there just because. I don't know which one I want to start with. Same. Tua for sure. It's like that. We're at 700k. Covering is super good. That limit 1? It is limit 1, so we would have to. Let me. You have Calling Strike. Ashes of the Stars would not work. Good grip. No, we want. But that's with the Scourge. If we go tripping on, we actually lose damage. Our charge is. Messed up anything. Beast affected non-curse auras. Yeah, we want that. It's actually pretty insane. It's 105%. 105. There's 90 for 2 points. Lead. What have you been working on looking at so far? We've looked at a couple of things. So the latest one we're working on is seeing if we can make raised spiders work on their own. Which it seems like the answer is yes, honestly, which is awesome. But other than that, we worked on, let me open up the other one. We took a look through the classes that got released, and then we looked at a Herald of Thunder. Can you run more than one aspect? I think so. Talking about aspect of the cat, aspect of the whatever. I believe so. Yeah, so the other one we worked on was Herald of Thunder, Surfcaster, which is gonna be real squishy, I think. Let's actually test and double check. Aspect. Two of the builds I was prepping for Spider have no mana cost on Arakali. Don't know if that changes anything. So not really. It is really good, don't get me wrong. But the Arakali one I was messing around with, I don't think aspect of the spider is better than what I'm looking at. And the only reason for that is I'm trying to maximize the spiders specifically. So I want the critical strike multi and the critical strike on main hand. I need the raised spiders, so that's 3 points down. And I feel like the envy is just hard to replace because malevolent strands for neurotoxins. Is it neurotoxin? No, it's Weaver's contradiction. No. Thread spinner, thread spinner. The thread spinner, which is then the yep. Oh, I didn't save it. So I'm losing, I go from 965 to 700. And I have to put on 3 spider web stacks to be back up to 770. For what I'm doing, it's not as good. Which is not to say it's not good. It's just for minions specifically, it's not as good. Well, okay, for minions I can't support. That's good. Not being able to support these is rough. Oh, you know what? I know what we do. I know what we do. Severed in sleep. Grab severed in sleep. Disable this NB. And use this NB instead. So wait, that can't be right, can it? What did I mess up? Oh, the critical strike chance of severed in sleep is awful. Got it. That still shouldn't be that bad, really? Is it? If we re-enable that, go back to Scourge. Oh, it's that good. Sleep. Skills. That should be better, right? I think Severed in Sleep is still the best option because it does a couple of other things for us too. It gives us more crit multi for Wither debuff, and it gives us an extra 60% chance, which means there's no reason we can't be at 15 Withered stacks. Severed in Sleep is the correct choice. Severed in Sleep, the good one. Cheaper one of the two, which is awesome. That is exactly what we want. Surfer looks interesting. Surfer looks incredible. I love the way Surfer looks. I think I'm gonna go Surfer second, though. Like, I don't know. It's so hard to say. I have so many ideas because I think this is gonna be super nice because with very little. Severed in Sleep being the, I think, hardest to get in this entire set. Severed in Sleep is a, the whatever drop. Cold Spark Surfer, yeah. Yeah, so all of these are pretty easy to get. I'm basically just running an Aura bot for spiders. And so, oh, I'm sitting here talking Like, I was on the wrong scene the whole time. I'm so sad. Okay, so essentially the concept here is I'm running an aura bot setup for my spiders, and even for and this is just the spiders. Like, the spiders are the only thing doing damage here. And it's at 1 million, and the most difficult item to get is Severed in Sleep. That's it. Now, given Severed in Sleep makes a pretty big difference, because going from 10% chance to inflict withered to 70% chance is huge. But it's, you know, overall pretty nice. I don't even know if we can make anything else work. I mean, I'm sure we can do a lot of things, but yeah. Effectively just go 100% tank from here. What is the ramp time on this now? Raise spiders. And that is... I don't know what their poison duration is. 5.4 seconds, so that's the ramp time, effectively. And what that looks like, theory, is... Oh, wait. Collection. Essentially what this is going to look like is, so this is an Aracali's Fang with no supports, the spiders. And then we've got, honestly it's not even nearly as good, but we've got Gravebind and Ancient Skull. And so in theory, we just need a way to make corpses, a way to kill something, and we're good. I'm gonna die here just because I can't. Like a super scuffed setup. Alright, so we just need to kill something, and then a bunch of spiders pop out. And now we're good, because a bunch of spiders are here. Yeah, and that's basically the plan. Now the easy part, or the easy thing to do here, is Writhing Jar. Writhing Jar makes that super easy. Automate. So we don't have to actually kill anything. Yeah, should be good. I think I'm probably gonna get Grave. What are the boots that summon corpses around you? Just to automate that further. Yeah. And these will be level 20 instead of level 1. Be way more powerful. I don't actually know how much more powerful. If the effective added damage of Viper Strike is anything to go by, it will be something like 4 times. Which is awesome. Let me actually go check. Is Viper Strike. So attack damage effectiveness is 155 at level 1 and 442 at level 20. Pretty close to 3 times. Which, that's the case, and I'm pretty okay with 3 million. This, that's without Buster Jewels, that's without any secondary skills, anything. Also let's see, what else could we add? Could we add another aura? Decision, Pride, Purity. Skitterbots would add damage, but I don't. Actually have enough. Maybe I do. Barely. A little bit of damage, not very much. Yeah, this is the just spider build. Awesome. Yeah, I think I like this one a lot as well. Just don't know how. But I guess I go, Let's see. New port. Shadow. Try and grab Trickery, and we're going World of Thunder. Attic. Herald of Ice. Master. And we want Stormy Seas for sure. We want Ghost of the Deep. First thing we grab. So Ghost of the Wave. Yeah, glacial wave, and then stormy seas, convert to cold damage, glacial wave, damaging based on chill effect, increase damage, increase attack speed, increase cast speed, and increase movement speed, and then strike chance and evasion rating. All right. So we 4-link this with added lightning. Gold maybe? Really don't want to put really focus on there. I think it's a bad idea. All lightning is static, which is going to be probably the same stuff. Cold pen. I guess I could do controlled destruction. This is our base setup. Create, do we want to create? Elemental damage for sure. We're gonna go up here. I find it hard to believe we would not have penetrate cold damage and let's see, 7k. Okay. 16%, 10%. Oh, chance to shock versus, okay, I see. Probably go there. All right, 66k. How much of that is coming from Herald of Thunder? That is with no items, though. Do that, we have to do strikes. That crit chance is not good enough. Frostbite. Probably cast from damage taken. Frost bomb. Level 1, do the same thing. Does. Positive I'm only gonna want one of these. Back. Left. Did it. Problem is, if we do that, we can't do. That's okay, because I do have to go life-based recoup later. It's fine, because we're actually right by all of the recoup. And we're at 149k, with 50 of that being Herald of Thunder. Pretty okay, given that we're picking up any items yet. Well, aside from Storm Secret. Look at Nebulous. It's an Uber drop. Yeah, it's an Uber Cortex drop. Why is it a Cortex drop? Fire. Ellie as Chaos. Crit steal, no damage. While your offhand is empty. Is that a global? Huh. I didn't know that. It's also a huge chunk. Yeah. We might be White Wind Gaming. Tyrant, Crystallize Omniscience. Storm Secret, Legacy of Fury. King is the right choice. Incandescent Heart is a good choice. I think this works. $200K. 79 points invested, which means I'm level 61. This is not gonna be correct though. Let's see, we need this. Probably that, definitely that. They can recoup as mana. Okay, level 71. We're at 250,000 DPS with nothing but a Storm Secret and a White Wind. Seems pretty good. That seems pretty okay. Now that, given that is not Earl of Thunder mostly, that is entirely Ball Lightning of Static. But I think that's pretty good. That seems solid. Now a better, let's see, Ball Lightning. We're going bolts. All bolts, yeah, it's definitely better. Half bolts, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. There's a single projectile which moves in a, yeah, okay. Ball Lightning of Orbiting is probably better. Ball Lightning of Static is an easier option. In Surge, here we go. Spell Echo, no. Yeah. I think eventually the good choice is still going to be it's just with Grace and Herald of Ice. wait, we also need seconds to chill on enemy 10. Effective shock. Don't actually know. I don't know how to measure that. I think it automatically measures it though. Yeah, it does. And heat shiver, which I think also might end up being expensive. Especially if we end up freezing stuff, which we should. Don't want to count on it. So I like the way this one looks. This one looks great. Okay, so that's, I think, a really solid plan for the surfer and the spiders. So let's see what other ones we can look at. Puppeteer, no. Aristocrat, probably not. Blind Prophet. Oh, you know what we can do? So, Wild Speaker is the ranger, right? Okay, so Wild Speaker is the ranger. Go Flash of Teeth for level 30 aspect of the cat. Okay, well first, do they have Wild Speaker up on POB? They probably don't. Yeah, no. Which is fine. We can make that work. All we need to do is actually type out the things. Speaker. Ants level. Cat. Of the cat as reservation. Gain up to for maximum. You know what? We don't need that. We don't need to actually see that. We know it's there. +1. Okay, so now we have all the care about any others. Probably. Aspect of the avian I don't care about. Spectral Wolf on critical strike I do care about. Bigger. Level 20. Critical strike. Have all those now. Items, skills. Spectral Wolf doesn't seem to be working. Skills, new. Flicker Strike, because of course we're gonna do a Flicker Strike build. Now the thing that I'm thinking about doing item should be you can just craft an item. Good, yeah, we're just gonna craft an item. Alright, so foil, create. Jeweled foil is crazy, but it's fine. Physical damage, pretty low. Pretty low. Suffix. Critical strike chance. This one has no, yeah, we have no critical strike chance here. Strike 7%. Add to build. So pretty bad jeweled foil, I would say. Pretty horrendously bad jeweled foil. Man, that's a really bad jeweled foil. Alright. Important part is it's enabling our flicker strike, which is then gonna multi-strike. Pale. This is where I'm going, right? Get a significant chunk of damage from spectral wolves. Can I do add modifier? Crafting bench. An essence mod? Okay, no. We're gonna look at the spectral wolf. I don't think it's working. Okay, we're not getting the thing for spectral wolves, so spectral wolf on. We're gonna need Rigwald's crest too. So the damage is gonna be lower, but I would rather that than anything else. So because we should have a configuration for a number of active, and it's going to be which, yeah, that should be increasing our damage pretty substantially. And we're going to do things. So Are going crit, so we don't want precise technique. Going swords, and we're going crit, so we want this. Frenzy charge on unique is probably good. Up there for now. So we're at 28% critical strike chance, which is awesome. Alright, I have this. Hits do that, which means this is no longer needed, right? Okay. We then want for sure. Or at close range configuration. Is enemy at close range always? Which is always nice because then we can do close combat. Yeah. Okay, so 5 link. Possibly the worst. Be a lot worse. Vulnerability, no. Butcher's Mark, Assassin's Mark. Right. Field of Purity. So 52k. There we go. $135k. Ever. Full DPS items. Terminus. Terminus is better. That's actually pretty funny. Serious Disfavor is pretty good. Wait a second. Series. Oh, but Series is drops from Aziri herself, yeah. Never mind. Katabas, Feast, no, Omatals. Bronze Lithe. Duke of the Vol. Kind of boils down to we just need a sword. Could do the Living Blade. How rare is that? Terminus is a really good option. Two-handed. We just go Terminus, right? Like, we don't have the restriction to go crazy amounts of crit. But we have it if we need it. Hilariously good, as always. I guess we just go Terminus. Yep. Super easy and simple. Flicker Strike build, done. And when you 6-link it, you just go damage. Although, it's a close combat. Yeah, it looks like critical damage is better immediately. Vitality is correct. Impale is almost never correct. Unfortunately, multi-strike is required. What are the impale chances? 60%. Can I, with items, like old ones, tentacles? Old ones, tentacles, which gives me up to 20% impale chance. I don't love that though. %, 6%, 25%. Oh. Let's see, 5. That's 15. to 100. And that brings me up to exactly 100. And there we go. We're at required level 59. So the only huge problems with this are the survivability of the build. 2% increased life, so we're gonna go there. Probably there. Two-handed, so we don't want to go there. Swords, so maybe here? And maybe not. Did go curse. Go here. And then we can do with 30%. Can we pull off? No. If we do pull off grace. Barely. So the reason all this, we go bronze lithe. A significant. Okay, sweet. And we just need a way gain endurance charges, which we do that. Of my endurance charge. Duration 20 seconds. The reason that's important is get endurance charge every 15 seconds. We get to click endurance charges. Which is awesome. Oh. Not too bad. Not a bad start. I mean, it could certainly be better, but I like it. Flicker. Speaker. I 100% expect that suddenly cannot remember the like flicker strike. I 100% expect them to make a flicker strike. I don't actually think I did this is the best way to go about it. That primal instinct is insane. So just have suppress, period. And you have a minus 15% amount of suppress. Peace. Yeah, okay, so suppress is acrobatics immediately for 50% spell dodge for free. Suppress node plus 3% suppress spell damage. You make up some of that. Prevent +1 suppress spell damage per hit recently. Minus 2% chance to suppress spell damage per hit recently. There are ways to like honestly, though, this might be the way to go. Get free 50% chance to dodge spells. Seems pretty nice. We have going on. I think Daughter of Oshabi's got a lot of potential. I just don't. I don't like shrine stuff. This I think is gonna be really cool. Potential here. But I think it's possible. Oh. That speaker we just went over, because that's, to me, this screams Flicker Strike. pretty good. I don't know how good. One of the first ones is awesome. Tailwind is awesome. Priest damage is, you know, not bad. I don't know how I feel about going that way, opposed to getting Tailwind. Varian seems awesome. Got a lot going on. I do think the... So I looked at this and I'm looking at the duration stacking. I just can't think that there's got to be something you can do with duration. Outside of poison. I can't think of it. Surfcaster is awesome. Servant of Arcali is awesome. Blind Prophet is weird, but it can work. Yeah, I don't know how good this is gonna be. Lightless is cool, but I don't know that it's worth the points. Shapeless is cool, but this is something that you can kind of get too much effort. Although, gaining elusive is pretty hard to do without specifically going into daggers. So this could make for some interesting stuff. And you have to get the multi to like really capitalize on it, don't you? Because I feel like then you're going dagger anyway, so does it matter? Yeah, the explode is good. Fire in a random direction. 50% chance to return to you is definitely good. People are gonna want that. Base grade is great. I feel like Sightless and Shapeless are gonna be incredible. I don't know how else you scale this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just go crit and then do Lightless explode. Lightless to get a little bit of life scaling. I don't know. It's a weird one. Herald makes me sad. Gambler seems cool. Paladin is a weird one. I don't love these. Like you pick one and you get a level 30 version of it, and that's cool, but like, I don't know. Link things, and then summon elemental relic and consecrated ground. I don't know. This seems like a weird one. You know what? Maybe this is what you do. Maybe Maybe this is like an RF angle. Go anointed champion. What does discipline look like at level 30? $314 base ES. And then nearby enemies take increased elemental damage. And enemies taunted by you take increased damage. Which means you would be dealing 45 increased damage. Like they would be taking 45% increased damage from you. Enemies taunted by you deal less damage to other targets. War cries have infinite power. Yeah, I think that might be the way to go. I mean, that is a way to go. There's probably tons of ways to go, but that is kind of the only thing that jumps out at me is just go discipline. Consecrated ground. Although duelist is a long way away from zealotry. Or Zealot's Oath. Yeah, this is a, I don't know. Maybe that's not the angle. I mean, maybe it is, but maybe it's not. I feel like this is going to be better off as just a stat stacker. Instead of doing that, you go stat stack. I do think Aristocrat's going to be an insane energy blade build. A huge intelligence. 5 skill points, intelligence. 1+1 level all into quality. I think that's the way you do that for EB. Energy blade, not switch battery. Architect of Chaos, I think a lot of people are excited about, but it's cool, but I don't know. A lot of the Val skills don't excite me. So this one's not something that I'm looking forward to. It's really cool. Like Forbidden Secrets alone is a really interesting combination. And then Hewn Flesh. Reservation efficiency on life, but weird one. Polytheist, this is another one that I think is weird. I think it's good. I just don't know how to approach it. Minimum hour is really cool. Like you just that is basically the route in an ascendancy node, so that's awesome for everybody. Like, it doesn't matter what you're playing, that's good. Downside is Ralakesh boots give you is it counts as having the charges even though you don't have the charges. So stuff like that reduce your defenses per endurance charge wouldn't, I don't think they affect you if you're wearing the Ralakesh boots because you don't actually have endurance charges. This also cannot stack with the Maven belt. Well, sort of. Then there is additional projectiles is cool. Nova's cast at the target location is cool. I think this looks like it could be a lot of fun. People are going to use this because I'm sure there's a way to do this. Like, I feel like Frostbolt, Frost Nova would have some interesting interactions with this, but I don't. Hex Reflection and Hexproof is cool. Very nice. Bout of Aberrath. Terrible. This is just... Breath's Fury is a spell. You want this to be good. But without it being good, it's just... And I don't know how to make that work. That isn't just better on Blind Prophet. Or not Blind Prophet. Wait, is it Blind Prophet? Yeah, Blind Prophet. Now, Devout of Rislatha seems incredible. Maybe that's a way you do it. Maybe you go Devout of Rislatha, Devout of Ralakesh, go an attack build with Devout of Lunaris. And what else do you do? I mean, if you're going an attack build, you could go Devout of Gruthkol as well. But that means you can't use any spells. Which can be a weird thing. Devout of Rislatha has a really interesting synergy that is bleed. So if you go bleed on Devout of Rislatha, it's kind of double dipping because you get the maximum attack damage, which is great for bleed. But you also get the reduced life regen rate, which is huge. Because that means they're not regenerating what you damage them for. So it could be an interesting combination there. Nearby enemies are blinded. Increased critical strike chance. Enemies blinded by you have reduced critical strike chance. You know what? Maybe that does work. Maybe you can do something with that. So you go Rislatha, Ralakesh, Garukan, and Solaris. And then you get immune to all of the ground effects. Except for Costing Ground. You gain evasion rating, regen, and mana regen, and a bunch of crit strike chance. I think it's probably still not as good as Lunaris if you just go with the projectile build, but maybe. Lots of interesting stuff for sure. Yeah, Polytheist is, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it more, Polytheist is pretty cool. I'm more sold on Polytheist than I was. Actually, where does Polytheist start? Is Templar. What can I do with the Templar? Lots of elemental stuff. Not a whole lot of projectile stuff, and a nice amount of spell stuff. Tons of crit stuff. Yeah, projectiles seem weird over there, because you're on the opposite side of the tree from most of the really good projectile nodes. I don't know. Puppeteer, I just want to see somebody do zombie nonsense. I think Graveyard Shift is nuts. Raised zombies count as corpses. Do we have that? Is that a thing in the game? Count as corpses. It's definitely not a fishing rod. Does not require a corpse. Count as raised corpses. Okay. Are there any builds? Let's see. Body swap. Look at EHP. Alright, so it looks like body swap, base zombie, trigger socketed spell when you attack with this weapon, body swap. Alright, let's open this in POB and see what it looks like. So body swap of sacrifice, spell slingers, self explosion. Not this, this. Really? What about minion explosion? Better by a lot. What is the raised zombie level at? Minion life 21 plus 8. What if this had plus 4? Huh. There's gotta be more here. This is cool though. How many times per second is this happening? Yeah, I'm not convinced. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try and make something with this, because I think this is a cool way to do it. Because this is, let's see, body swap of sacrifice, deal fire damage based on 29% of the minion's max life. So this kind of does seem like the best way to do this. I don't know. It's a weird one for sure. I think this is gonna maybe help. It's so hard to say. Although maybe minion instability is just the way to go here. Who knows? Alright. Well, I think it's gonna do it for tonight. It's been fun theory crafting. Sorry for anybody who is watching this or who stuck through me talking about a build that I was looking at in POB for about 30 minutes while I was just holding up Path of Exile and doing nothing there. So my apologies for that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this event. I do think I'm stuck right now between either the Spider build or the Herald of Thunder build. I like the Herald of Thunder start, or the Herald of Thunder goal. I just don't know how good we're going to be starting off, whereas the spiders just kind of pop off on their own for free. I don't know. It's interesting. I do feel like spiders are just gonna be so nice to play with. We don't have any boots, do we? Yeah, so we can use Corpse Walker. Yeah, I feel like that's just the way to go. It's gonna be super nice. A lot of uniques though, to be fair. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for joining me. It's been a blast, and I cannot wait to see what this has in store for us. Very excited to see what they've got next, because I think there's only, let's see, how many builds or how many classes are left? It's only like 3, right? So we might get the last 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might get the last 3 by the end of the week, which, you know, very exciting. So I look forward to that. Thank you everybody for joining, and I'll see you next time.